Rich people who married someone significantly poorer, what surprised you about their previous way of life? I grew up poor, like sleeping in the backseat of a car poor. My mom cleaned houses for 12 hours a day just to keep a roof over our heads. My dad was gone before I could walk. By 17, I had 3 jobs and one goal: never be poor again. I worked construction mornings, stocked shelves afternoons, and delivered pizza until 2 a.m. Every penny went into a savings account that I watched grow like my life depended on it. College was community classes paid for with overtime money. I studied computer science because tech meant money, and money meant security. By 28, I had a software company with 40 employees and a bank account that made my teenage self cry. I bought a penthouse downtown, drove a Tesla, ate at restaurants where appetizers cost more than my mom's weekly grocery budget. I thought I understood what mattered. Then I met Natalie at my gym. She worked the front desk, always smiling even when dealing with rich jerks who treated her like furniture. She was smart, funny, and had this quiet strength that pulled me in immediately. When I asked her out, she said yes, but insisted on splitting the dinner bill. I fell hard. Within 6 months, I was planning our future together. I offered to pay off her student loans early on. She said no. I wanted to buy her a car because hers broke down every other week. She said no. I tried getting her expensive jewelry, designer clothes, anything to show how much I cared. She kept saying no. She didn't want to owe anyone anything, especially not me. I thought she was just being stubborn. After 2 years of dating, she finally said yes to marriage, but she kept her tiny studio apartment with the paper-thin walls and her beat-up Honda that made weird noises. I didn't understand why she wouldn't move in with me when I had a 4-bedroom place with city views. One Saturday, my friend Craig called me up. He and his wife had just bought a bigger place and couldn't fit their old furniture. Did I want their designer couch? It was worth $10,000, barely used, real leather with custom stitching. I said sure and had it delivered to Natalie's apartment as a surprise. I thought she'd love it. It was beautiful, comfortable, and would replace that old thing she'd been sitting on since college. When I showed up that evening with takeout, I found her sitting on my gift, crying, but not happy tears. Her whole body was shaking, and she looked at me like I'd just punched her. I dropped the food and rushed over. What's wrong? Did something happen at work? She wiped her face and pointed at her old couch, now pushed against the wall. That couch has been with me for 8 years. It was my grandma's before she died. When I started college, I had nowhere to live, so I slept on this couch in my friend's living room for 2 years. I had no idea. She never told me about sleeping on couches or staying with friends. When I graduated, she continued, I was broke, working 3 jobs just to afford this tiny place. But I made myself a promise sitting on this couch that first night alone. I promised I'd keep it until I truly felt like I'd made it, until I earned something better myself. My stomach dropped. I thought I was helping, but I'd just taken away something that meant everything to her. She stood up, still crying. You can't just fix my life with money, Jason. This couch represents everything I've survived. Every late night study session, every time I ate ramen for a week straight, every job rejection that made me want to give up. It's not just furniture. I apologized immediately and called Craig to bring his truck back over. Natalie and I carried her grandmother's couch back to its spot together. The expensive one went back to Craig that same night. After that, I finally understood. She wasn't rejecting my gifts because she was stubborn. She was protecting the parts of herself that had fought to survive. Money couldn't buy that kind of strength. A year later, Natalie got promoted to office manager at a marketing firm downtown. Better pay, her own office, everything she'd worked toward. That night, she called me over to her apartment. I'm ready now, she said, patting her grandmother's couch one last time.